Hey Shoko, do you love me? Blink if yes, retell the Bible if no. Kids are cruel. They don't have any life experience and make many mistakes because of the lack of the social skills. When I was young, I didn't know how to make friends and talk to them properly, so I had issues because of that. I considered this specifically my problem for a long time, and watching The Shape of Voice changed my mind. I was surprised because I saw kids that have the same issues that my friends and I had years ago. Many kids all over the world might have such issues, and it means that every one of them should watch The Shape of Voice. Anime tells us about the kids that go through the conflict. Shoya meets Shoko, a new deaf girl in school, and starts mocking her with his friends, including hurting her. As a result, Shoko left school and teacher and principal promised to bring Kauzer's parents to school, so Shoya's friends put all blame on him and start keeping their distance from him. And honestly, they're not so wrong. Most of them weren't interested in the girl and probably ignored her, while Shoya openly mocked the girl just because they wasn't like him. Communication is a key topic of the anime, and that's well represented by the example of the conflict between Shoko and Shoya. It is an important part of our lives, but many people are ready to sacrifice their dignity and self-respect to communicate. Shoko can't communicate well because of her deafness, so she suppresses her emotions and ignored all rudeness as long as she can to make friends. Shoya is the exact opposite. He never has any health issues, and he always expresses his thoughts openly. His main problem is he doesn't care about other people's emotions. Dude just does whatever he wants and doesn't think about consequences. Provoking Shoko, he doesn't feel any reaction, so he keeps provoking harder. He's disgusted by the fact that she doesn't think like him. I can't call this bullying, because Shoya is not interested in dominating or intimidating and control and hurting girl for purpose. It is a provocation, and the boy is a careless idiot that wants to get girl's honest reaction. Only when he sees his mother suffering from him, he finally understands. God damn, I caused trouble. And even like that he blames Shoko, which led to a very heartbreaking scene.
What are you even saying?
As a result, Shoko became isolated and stopped appreciating himself. Add to that, it happened at school and other students started treating him like a shit. Moreover, it happened in Japanese school, where reputation and status are given special attention. At such moment, the task of adults is to instill in children such qualities as respectability and dignity. I think it's a teacher's responsibility to do such a thing, but anime make the viewer clear that he doesn't care. Although Shiro was punished for his actions, this whole situation happened because the children, due to their young age, did something stupid, and no one was interested in fixing this problem. The main character is going through a personal crisis. Because of the betrayal of his friends, he came to the conclusion that he was unworthy to live and be happy, and therefore distanced himself from others. This manifested itself in high school, where he made up for other students what they thought of him, while the crosses on their faces symbolized the detachment of the protagonist. After the time skip, Shoya tries to commit suicide, which only remarks his desperations. After that, Shoya tries to recover his relationship with Shoko and hopes to redeem himself this way. As a result, participants of past events come together. This moment becomes a new chapter in Shoya's life. He tries to be open for another students and save his classmate from the bully. Classmate's name is Tomohiro, and his case is no less interesting than the protagonist's one. Tomohiro was extremely happy because of saving. He claims Shoya his best friend and starts spending his time with the protagonist. Like I said before, loneliness can make people so desperate that they are ready to make a friend out of everyone who treats them not like a shit. The fact that Shoya is the only friend makes Tomohiro obsessive and jealous. He tries to fill the protagonist's entire personal space and acts like they know each other for a long time, where they're not, and that's a problem. I think you shouldn't idealize someone and get attached just because of mercy. In this case, the image of a friend becomes wrong and delusional, and that brings misunderstanding, whether it is romantic or friendship relationships. Actually, Tomohiro is a lucky guy, because his friends are not bad and don't abuse his kindness and loyalty. Trying to get closer with Shoko, Shoya has some problems with Yuzuru, Shoko's young sister. She refuses to forgive the man who hurted her sister years ago. But when she runs away from home, the protagonist helps her, so she stops considering him as an enemy. Ironically, Yuzuru and Shoya's friendship is the most healthy and normal friendship in the whole Chinese cartoon. Yeah, they implicitly were on different sides of the conflict, but in the end, they let all grudges go. They don't idealize each other, they send what they actually think without an intention to insult. In the beginning of their friendship, all they want is to protect Shoko, and as a result, they gain trust and help each other. One time, Shoko realizes she wants to meet Sahara, the only girl who was Shoko's friend back in elementary school, but leaves it because of the bullying. Searching Sahara, Shoya meets Naoka, his former friend. She mocked Shoko too, but during the conversation with the principal, she was scared and put all the blame on the protagonist. Actually, she doesn't need forgiveness, but her story arc is as interesting as Shoya's. She enjoyed friendship with Shoya and other boys, but when he became scapegoat, friendship was over. When they meet each other, she tries to regain her relationship. Let me tell you a story from my life. Once I met my former best friend. We never fight, we just go separate ways. My instincts and habits made me act like we kids again, and my friend cringed at the time, because the truth is, I've changed, and he changed too. Now we're new people who share the same past. And who knows, can we be as close as they were many years ago? That's what Naoka's stories are about. She hates Shoko and accuses her for making Shoya an outcast and consider a deaf girl as the root of all problems. In their first meeting, after time skip, Naoka mocks Shoko out of habit and gets some judging from Shoya. She has to accept the new life circumstances, accept Shoko as Shoya's friend and start respecting her. But I have a problem with that. According to the interview, mangaka sympathizes with Naoka because she put in efforts and stopped being kind because she wasn't being appreciated. She realizes that mocking Shoko gives her much fun. There is a scene where Shoko and Naoka couldn't read properly, but only Naoka is judged. You don't like this kind of special treatment, but Shoko's deafness doesn't let her communicate properly, so this is why she gets the special treatment. She can't change it. And about appreciation, it hurts when nobody appreciates your efforts. But I think people should do good things because they want to, and not because of a need to be appreciated. It's selfish to ask appreciation for being kind in this case. Anyway, Shoya becomes part of a campaign where there are friends from the past and friends from the present. All of them decide to go to this theme park. Everything's going well, but Naoka tries to reconcile Shoya and Kazuma. Three of them were good friends, but Kazuma turned his back on the friend and started bullying Shoya as soon as he had become an outcast. For the protagonist, this meeting was a little unpleasant, and it stunned him. This is not surprising, considering that it was because of Kazuma Shoya got away from everyone. Naoka tells Shoya that Shoko ruined their friendship and after that she expresses all hatred to Shoko privately.
I hate you. I'll admit that in elementary school, I had no idea what things were like for you. But it's not like you tried to understand what I was going through either. You were always being so weird, and you would apologize all the time for everything. So I tried a different approach. I ignored you and blew you off. That was my way of telling you that I didn't want to hang out with you. But nope, you just kept coming around with your stupid book and your stupid signs. Then you had to go run crying to the grown-ups. You got Shoya in trouble. And that's how he ended up losing every single one of his friends. You pretty much ruined everything for everyone. You get that, right?
Shit is going downer when Shoya's new classmates find out about his conflict with Shoko. Conflict escalates when all parties of the conflict decide to tell everything they got in their mind, and in the end, Shoya breaks down and is rude to everyone, which leads to a mess in the company. The whole conversation is being watched by Shoko, and what do we know about Shoko? I think it's time to talk about her. Shoya meets Shoko, a new deaf girl in school, and starts mocking her with his friends, including hurting her. All the problems in her life are related to her being deaf. The kids mocked Yuzuru because of her. The mess in class was started because of her. Shoko blamed herself for not being normal. Her sadness was so strong that whenever the other kids did not want to be friends with her or mock her, she just repressed her true feelings, which only increased the inner guilt. Even when Shoya mocked her, she kept blaming herself and not getting met in Shoya. In elementary school, the girl wanted to make friends. Her communication notebook symbolized her desires to live and communicate with others. The other children didn't understand how important the notebook was to Shoko. At the moment, Shoya threw the notebook into the pond, and in this moment, Shoko gave up. And all that grew in one simple thought: I want a family. But when she meets Shoya many years later and sees how he's trying to take back the notebook and make friends with her, she was extremely glad, because after many years someone approached her. The negative thoughts are gone, and girl could finally enjoy life. However, problems from the past make themselves known. At first, Naoko expresses all of her hatred on Shoko, and then the whole company gets into a fight. Shoko is very worried about Shoya and watches his friends turn away from him again because of her. Negative thoughts come back, and with them, the desire to die. After the fight, Shoko and Shoya get closer, but Shoko believes her friendship with Shoya makes him miserable, and upon meeting at the festival for the last time and watching fireworks together, the girl tries to kill herself and jump. Fortunately, Shoya realizes what she's doing and saves the girl at the last moment, but falls into the river instead. While the protagonist lies unconscious, communication between his friends turns into chaos. If Shoko and Shoya's mother find a way to have peace, Naoko goes off on a rampage and attacks first Shoko and then her mother. As soon as Shoya came conscious, he had a conversation with Shoko, where they both speak from the heart to each other. It's a heartbreaking scene.
I want to tell you that I'm really sorry. I wasn't trying to hurt you, but I must have.
There is no music. They apologize to each other for causing troubles. Shoya, thanks to the girl, finds the desire to live, and Shoko gains confidence and gets rid of her self-hatred. In fact, the ending of the anime is quite happy. All alive, the Shoko and Shoya's parents are friends. Naoko manages to let her anchor go and accept Shoko into her life. Shoya apologizes to everyone and finally receives from others not condemnation, but support. The ending shows that the main thing is to let go of resentment, be able to get along with people, and accept them in your life. But more importantly, you have to know how to communicate, because if many years ago these guys honestly said everything they thought and respected each other, all these problems might not have been.
I was wondering, can me and you, Shoko, can we be friends?